Do you want to learn digital marketing or start your career in digital marketing but don't know how or where to start, how to start, and what exactly digital marketing is? Hi everyone, I am Shweta. In this video, I will try to solve all your basic doubts related to digital marketing. If this video does help you, don't forget to subscribe my channel. In this video, I will be covering 4 questions. So, first one is who can learn digital marketing? And second one is what is the best way to learn digital marketing? And third one is what exactly digital marketing is? And fourth one is what are the types or components of digital marketing? So, let's start. First question is who can learn digital marketing? Well, you don't need any special qualification, no technical background needed. Anyone can easily learn digital marketing. Second question is what is the best way to learn digital marketing? I would suggest please don't spend money to learn digital marketing courses. Now it's a digital world. You can easily learn with all of us. On my channel, you will get most of the topics related to digital marketing. Third question is what exactly digital marketing is? So, according to Neil Patel, digital marketing is any form of marketing products or services that involves electronic devices. Or second definition you can easily understand, that is digital marketing is a marketing activity like advertising, promoting, branding your businesses or services through digital or online channels with the help of digital devices like laptops, tablets, mobile, etc. Now you want to know digital or online channel. So digital or online channels such as social media, mobile applications, email, web applications, search engines, websites, or any new digital channels. Digital marketing is also helpful in driving more customers. Now, next question is what are the types digital channels or what are the types of digital marketing categories, components, elements of digital marketing? So, there are more than 7 channels or but digital in this video I will only cover 7 most important channels. These are the 7 big categories, components, types of digital marketing. First one is search engine marketing. Second one is search engine optimization. Third one is PPC, pay per click. Fourth one is content marketing. Fifth one is social media marketing. And sixth one is email marketing. And last one is Google Analytics. I will just give you an overview of all these topics. If you want to learn deeply, you can check my playlist for more information. So let's start with first one, that is search engine marketing. According to Search Engine Land, search marketing is the process of gaining traffic and visibility from search engines through both paid and unpaid efforts. Or search engine marketing is a form of internet marketing that involves the promotion of websites by increasing their visibility in search engine result page through paid advertising and SEO. So you can say SEO and PPC are part of search engine marketing. There are many situations where PPC makes more sense than SEO. For example, if you are launching your new websites and you want immediate visibility on search engine, it is a good idea to create PPC campaign because it takes less time than SEO. But it would be unwise to strictly work with PPC and not even touch search engine optimization. Although organic SEO takes longer to show results and it is the best marketing tactics for long lasting results. In the end, websites that rank high in the organic results for their target keywords can get traffic 24/7. industry recognition, and it will be less costly, and you will establish a such credibility that you might not establish with PPC. Second one is search engine optimization. So deeply here you can understand what is search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is a technique to help your website rank higher than the millions of other sites on a search engine in response to certain keywords when searches searched in the unpaid section, and it is also known as the organic listing. The best part of SEO is that the traffic is free. If you want to learn more about search engine optimization, you can check my playlist, that is search engine optimization playlist. Here I will take the example of GoDaddy. When you will search in Google like buy a domain, these four are ads here. First, second, third, fourth. These four are ads. But the first result here, this one, buy a domain. Last, this is the first organic result. Buy a domain 2. Now, GoDaddy does not have to pay Google to rank here. According to SEO, or it is organic result. This is the first result. Like thousands of people searched the keyword buy a domain daily on Google. The average click for the first result is near to 60 to 80%. So let's say that 60 or 70% of the people click on the first result here. So GoDaddy is driving 6 to 7,000 of daily free traffic. So all the people who buy the domain from GoDaddy after going from the Google search result, that is profit for GoDaddy without even paying for the customer acquisition cost. Like whenever you are running PPC ads, here you have to pay money to Google. Whenever someone clicks here, that website has to pay money to Google. So that is the power of search engine optimization. Once your website start ranking on the Google search engine, you will be driving free traffic to your website. I will share all my techniques on how I rank my website on Google search results number 1 position, so that you need to watch my SEO playlist in the future video. Now, next one is PPC, pay per click. SEO is a great way to get better search engine rankings. But even the best SEO strategy takes time to get results. Most SEO campaign take 6 to 12 months to show your website on page first result. And even after 1 year, SEO requires constant work to keep your ranking since competition for page 1 ranking is so high. That's why we do PPC advertising. PPC is a great option for businesses who want new leads fast. In some cases, a PPC campaign can start generating sales within hours of launching the campaign or ads. Whenever you will search something on Google or any search engine, most of the time you will see 3 to 4 websites with ads at the top of Google search. These are PPC ad. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the ads, and this one is on the top of the page. With the help of Google AdWords, you can get your ads to show at the top of Google. And the best part is PPC stands for pay per click, which means you only pay when someone clicks on your ad. If someone does a search and reads your ad without clicking on it, you pay nothing. Compare that to traditional TV or radio or hoarding advertising. When you pay a large sum of money upfront without knowing how many people are looking at your ad. PPC or pay per click strategies start with doing keyword research. This helps us figure out what specific Google searches we want your ad to show for. For example, if you own a sports shoes businesses or business, you would want you would want to show your ad when someone searches for best sports shoe near or shop near me. But you would not want your ad to show for someone searching best sneakers near me. You can because you are not selling sneakers, you are only selling sports shoes. You can sort through thousands of keywords to find which ones for which you should show your ad, and which keywords are relevant to your business and which you should block. You can take a look with its what is the difference between SEO and PPC here. If you want to know more about PPC and SEO, you can check my playlist. Here is basic difference PPC and SEO. Traffic. Traffic, sorry. Traffic coming from SEO is free in SEO. But traffic, sorry, you can check PPC here and SEO here. PPC. Traffic generated from PPC is not free. But traffic coming from SEO is free. Position in search engine result page. You can get your ad on the first page by paying a higher cost per click in PPC. But in search engine optimization, you can get first page position if your website is optimized for search engine. And cost in PPC, you pay only when people click on your ad. You can use the Google keyword tool to calculate how much you can pay. In SEO, what is the cost? Cost of SEO is indirect. You cannot pay to get to the first page, but you may have to pay for SEO services if you cannot do SEO yourself. Traffic for PPC. PPC ads cannot or can get sorry, PPC ads can get more clicks, but this means that you pay more. And traffic in SEO. Organic traffic is continuous as long as you are ranking in one of the top position. So these are the basic difference between SEO and PPC. Now, next topic or fourth one is content marketing. I'm sure whenever you listen to the word content marketing, you must think about blogs, Twitter, Facebook, and viral YouTube videos. But content marketing has more than this, because content marketing is all about storytelling. And humans can tell stories for as long as they can speak. But our attention will always go to those who tell great stories. So let's start with definition. Content marketing is a marketing technique of creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent storytelling content that attracts and captures the interest of your specific audience and helps them solve their problems with the objective of driving profitable customer action. So let's break down this definition. First one is content. What is content? Content can be defined as something to be expressed through some medium. For marketers that think we need to express is information about our products and services. The medium we use include written article, videos, infographics, images, social posts, and many more. Second one is valuable content. What is valuable content? Valuable content is a statement that answers the why. Why someone should engage with your content. It should convince your customer why your service or product will be or will be more valuable to them than similar offering from your competitors. You know why your company is great, but do your potential customers know what sets your brand apart? Like for example, you can take example of Uber. Get there. Your daily belongs to you. It means this is the tagline. Products, what is product? Low cost taxi service. What is their target market? People who need low cost on demand transportation. Primary benefit. What is the primary benefit of Uber? Eliminates the frustration of travel. And what is the unique value content for Uber? The proposition focuses on the need of the customers by using the word you. This is the content that makes Uber valuable. So now, second one is relevant content. What is relevant content? Like any other marketing technique, you need to be relevant to your customers. Relevant content is used to indicate how relevant a website is to a particular keyword, search term, or topics. For example, if you are selling bangles, but if you are showing your ad or if you are showing your content to an audience who is more interested in health products or you are targeting men, then definitely no one will buy your product. So, your content needs to be relevant. Fourth one is consistent content. Consistent content marketing means two things: consistent quality and consistent publishing. Not only should your content be of consistently high quality, written in a recognizable tone of voice and reflecting your voice or brand values and design, but it should also be posted regularly on the appropriate content channels so your audience can come to rely on your or on you as a source of insight and information. Like example, YouTube is also a place where people are using content. So, YouTube is also a channel of content marketing. Let's say if your favorite YouTuber stop posting videos, so you might wait for the videos for a month or a two, but after a couple of months you will just lose the interest and you will move to the next best things. So consistency is also very important. Basically, content marketing. What exactly content marketing? Here you can understand easily. Content marketing is about producing educational content to help people improve their lives, to provide them with as much information as possible so they make informed purchases. When you will do the right content marketing strategies, they will make that purchase through you. For example, suppose you are selling girls' outfits. You can start sending emails, or you can write blogs, or you can make videos on that email, blogs, or videos. You can start sharing information like 10 summer outfits ideas or 10 latest summer style and fashions for your relevant users. That time maybe they will only read or watch your content, but whenever they will think to buy summer outfits, definitely they will think about your brand and chances are high that they will buy summer outfits from you. So, content marketing is not promotional content. Promotional content is just mean to promote a product, to express only the benefits, uses, and awesomeness of the product. As a business, the end goal of content marketing is to make sales, but rather than just selling your product and services, content marketing is about developing trust. Consumer want to buy from brands they trust. It means become the Wikipedia of your industry and you will grow your customer base. Wikipedia with two things: trust and information. Trust. You can build trust by sharing information about your company, like what you are doing, how, when, everything, so that your customer can know about your business and start trusting your brand. Second one is information, and information like what is the benefits of using your product, basic understanding you can share with your related audience, so they can build trust and they can get information about your products. So content marketing is not promotional content, but that does not mean you have to focus only on 100% educational content and 0% promotional content. You can try you can try 80-20 rule. When you are creating the content, 80% of the content you can use for educating your audience, and only 20% can be used at selling them. It will be okay to let your customer know that you are selling the services or products you are discussing. But keep in mind, don't beat them over the head about it that you are selling this. For example, if you are posting an interesting image in your blog post, you can let them know in the introduction that you sell the service you are talking about, but your intention is to be educational. Now, next one is social media marketing. What is social media marketing? Social media marketing is the process of gaining website traffic or attention through social media sites. Basically, social media marketing is the use of social media platforms to connect with your audience, to build your brand, increase sales, and drive website traffic. This involves publishing great content on your social media profiles, listening to the listening to and engaging your followers, analyzing your results, and running social media advertisements. The major social media platforms at the moment are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, and Snapchat. Now, there are two types of social media marketing. First one is organic and second one is paid. Here are some different type of social media platform to grow your audience through organic or paid ads. Social networking, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google Plus. Microblogging, Twitter, Tumblr. Photo sharing, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest. Video sharing, you can use YouTube, Facebook Live, Periscope, Vimeo. Now, next one is email marketing. Email marketing is the practice of sending various types of commercial content to a list of subscribers through email. This content can serve to generate website traffic, leads, or even product sign-ups. Email marketing also covers one-to-one communication like messages sent to solve a specific customer query. Or easily you can understand, email marketing is the use of email to develop relationship with potential customers or clients and new customers. Emails can be of various types depending on the nature of your business and business goals. Every business might need all the types of emails at various stages in the customer life cycle. So, here are basically emails are categorized into three types: marketing emails, notification emails, transactional emails. So first one is marketing emails. What is marketing emails? Marketing, or you can say bulk emails, excite your clients and leads. They contain informative incentive message. It is typically comprised of advertising or marketing messages that are sent in large quantities all at once as a mass email. The main point is that messages are sent independently from specific action from the clients. Like example, newsletters, flash sales and promotional announcement, etc. You can say the furniture company sent their entire list of email subscriber a bulk email with all of their fall sales information. This is known as marketing emails. Second one is notification emails. What is notification emails? Notification emails are also known as a trigger or alert or auto responder. They allow the user to be notified each time a particular event happens or has happened. More generally, the notification email may be used to celebrate and mark an event. For example, you can use these type of emails on birthday, status change, and shopping, etc. Third one is transactional emails. Transactional emails are based on account activity, users buying history, or actions that the users regards as a must open email. Transactional email do not promote anything. Their value is to provide product service centered information. For example, transactional emails notify you about password change, payment status, and much more. For example, you can also say welcome messages, account opening, order shipment, confirmation and payment, password reset, etc. Now, next point is web analytics. Web analytics is the process of analyzing the behavior of visitors to a website and convert them into genuine customers. Or usually you can understand web analytics represent the activity of measuring the audience of a website or application and collecting, analyzing and interpreting the data generated by these audience. So why? Why you need Google Analytics? Do you have a blog? Do you have a static website? If the answer is yes, whether they are for personal or business use, then you need Google Analytics. Here are just a few of the many questions about your websites that you can answer using Google Analytics. How many people visit my website? Where do my visitors live? Do I need a mobile friendly website? What websites send traffic to my website? What marketing tactics drive the most traffic to my website? Which pages on my websites are the most popular? How many visitors have I converted into leads or customers? Where did my converting visitors come from and go on my websites? How can I improve my website speed? What blog content do my visitors like the most? There are many questions that Google Analytics can answer, but these are the most one that are most important for most website owners. If this video does help you, please don't forget to subscribe my channel.